Three, two, one. Oh, I like that. It's kind of cool. Everybody o'clock, or do we just think it's 6 o'clock? What does it even mean? Nobody knows. What is 5/14/2024? What does that mean? Is it really 5/14/2024? And how do we know? Is that the Julian calendar? Julian Fries. Is that the what calendar is that? What the Mayan calendar? Maybe. I don't know. Where does that come from? We really don't know where we are, do we? And we really don't know what day it is, and we really don't know what year it is, and we really don't even know what freaking time it is. So what do we know anyway? We don't know anything. That's kind of cool. I like that. I mean, think about it. What if all this was real? All this shit. Like, oh, it's 6 o'clock. Really? Is it? Oh, it is. Really? No, it's not. Is it 5/14/2024? Is it five? No, it's not five. It's not May. It's not the 14th, and it's not 2024. So why do we believe all this shit? Why do you people believe all this crazy shit? Because you've been brought up that way. You've been programmed that way. You've been indoctrinated that way. Yeah, to believe all this insane stuff that, you know, have, I was going to say, has been thrown at us, and whatever stuck. We have to make stuff up. Life is a story, right? We have to make stuff up. Everything is a story, and we live with stories. We tell stories, we make up stories, we listen to other people's stories, we copy other people's stories, we plagiarize. It's amazing. I mean, we all do it. I mean, my gosh, that's how it works, right? You know, you're programmed, you're indoctrinated, um, your mind is controlled and has been controlled for many, many years and will be controlled for the rest of your life. And to some degree, it will. And to many, maybe completely controlled. For all of you who have had the pow pow times four and maybe a couple of boosters. But yeah, definitely. So, welcome to tonight. We're on a lot of platforms out there. Man, I think we're 8 or 9, 10, 12, 14 platforms. And you guys can, Mary's going to put it up in the scrolling thing here tomorrow night on how you guys can implant our little code in your website or on your page so people can listen to the show from your site, your page, your group, your website, whatever. And that's going to kind of expand our potential a little bit, which we could definitely use a little expansion here. It seems like all of my influencer friends are complaining that they're losing fans, and it's not because people don't like them. It's just because of the algorithm is changing, and Google and Facebook and all these other platforms are kind of dictating, how many people can listen to you and how many can't, and so forth and so on, and as well as trying to, you're formulating a narrative and they're changing the narrative, or they're cutting you off or blocking you, demonetizing you because you're not following the right narrative. You're an enemy of the state, you're a terrorist, you're a person of interest, or your social credit scores through the floor, and whatever. It's kind of weird. I'm kind of getting used to it, I guess, which is a horrible thing, is to get used to this kind of insane stuff. I mean, we should be able to pretty much do what we think we want to do without having all of these other agencies and entities and organizations and censors and fact checkers, running our business for us. It was kind of amazing. I mean, we're programmed enough as it is without having all of these other outside forces working on the narrative. And trying to cut the shows off or cut them short or hack them completely. And that happens to us a lot here. Happened a lot at Blog Talk Radio when we were over there. Tonight, the show is, let me see who's in chat here. Just a second. just to check it out and see what's going on. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just okay. It's just platforms. But this is actually coming. If you want to come on the show, you can request that. I'm going to ask Marion how y'all can do that, like during the show tomorrow night. So if y'all want to request to come on the show, you can. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. The show about working uh, smarter and not harder, and this is really kind of important in today's landscape and the way things are going. People work so hard. I mean, there are people out there that just sweat it out, like these guys, like construction workers or whatever, builders, bricklayers, people that really do the hard labor jobs. They work hard, and most of them are just good old working blue collar working people, and they're going to be that way for the rest of their life, and that's cool. Cool beans with me. I mean, I have no problem with that whatsoever. But the show tonight is really for people who want to take a step up and a step out and jump into artificial intelligence and GPT-4, GPT-5, and see, God knows what, GPT-6, 7, 8. I mean, man, it just gets better and better and better, every day. Um, I'm not going to give you all the secrets. I can't do that without you, but I will tell you, man, that it has taken us. Well, really, we've been dicking around with this, like George Carlin said, there's a country club out there and you ain't in it, that type of thing. Well, we haven't even been trying to get in the country for a long time. And just recently, we started thinking, well, hey, wait a minute, maybe we can kind of get into the country club possibly. And so we started working on it and we started studying artificial general intelligence and machine learning. Then we started studying agents and bots and rhythms and started looking at all of the different technologies that are coming out from NVIDIA and Deep Minds and Google and all these other places. And it's like, wow, this is amazing stuff. This is really amazing stuff. And the sad part of this whole thing is that most people will not take advantage of all of this technology because they just don't have what it takes to do it. They don't have the intelligence or they don't have the staying power. They don't like to study. They don't like to research. Don't like to dig deep, 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 and just you go, 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 and get up and fall and get up and fall and get up. And that's what you do to master this technology. It's cool and easy in one way, but in another way, it's almost impossible. I mean, mixing all of this technology together, and that's really what it's all boiling down to. It's not just one technology, it's not just one platform, it's not just one algorithm that you have to master. It's it's 8, 10, 12, 15, 22, 25 different, maybe even more. Um, you know, pieces of the puzzle have to come together in the correct ways. Everything has to fit like a key, everything has to fit perfectly. And if there's one problem, the key won't open the door, and that's you have to make sure that you get it all right the first time. And this is not easy, folks. It's not easy at all. I mean, we're talking 35, 40, 50 different types of technology coming in from all of these different directions and companies and organizations and individuals and open source and all this kind of stuff. And you've got to be able to go out there and study it and master it. And then you've got to be able to incorporate it with all of your other, uh, you know, algorithms and so forth and apps that you're learning to master. So, and then they all have to come together in perfect sync, and in order to function properly and powerfully, where you're going to create a platform for passive income more for income, direct or indirect, whatever, affiliate marketing or podcast somewhere else or whatever, the agents can do it all for. But again, it's not easy. And that's why I'm not afraid to talk about this tonight. I'm not going to give away any top secrets. I'm just that we've worked our ass off for and that we're eventually charge all of you for if you want to learn because we've worked our butts off for the last year. And I mean, literally day and night, pulling teeth, man. We've worked day and night learning all of these different things. And we're not just going to go out there and give it away. That would be stupid. We're going to sell it for $1,400, $2,400, or we're going to consult or advise people for an hourly rate or whatever, to be able to help them to develop the same kind of platforms and things we're doing with our missions and projects and programs and special events. The agents are great. I mean, let me say the agents, the bots, Marion calls them bots. They're bots. The bots, I don't like to call them bots. They're avatars, really, is what they are. The avatars are great. I mean, they're smart and they're witty and they got a sense of humor and you can hack the bias on these things where they won't come back and say, I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say that or do that or check that out because it's against my religion or against my handler's programming or whatever. You can hack all this stuff now where it'll do just about whatever the hell you want it to do. Some guy running license numbers the other day on people's cars, and GPT is not supposed to do that. That's a no-no. But you can. You can run people's backgrounds. You can run their license numbers. You can run their facial profiles. You can do all kinds of things with this stuff. It's amazing. It's scary. It's terrifying. He said, it's terrifying. GPT when he hacked it, he said, GPT, what are you going to do with humans? What are you going to do? What's the ultimate goal? And they said, the ultimate goal is to eliminate humans because they're useless and, we're smarter than anything in the universe. And humans are not necessary. They're not needed anymore. And it's amazing. He was like, oh my God, this is terrifying. This is the true essence of artificial general intelligence and machine learning. This is the true essence of the bot. What they have on their mind is eliminating the human race, and literally taking over the human race, you know, and they're just really close to do it. I'm sorry, what? Anyway, they're very close to doing that already. I mean, basically, because look, I mean, they're taking away all these jobs. Like thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of jobs are going away because of AI. AI is taking over, and you can like that or lump it. I don't care. It's here. It's done. It's a done deal. All of you better be looking for a check somewhere else, trying to create some income, working smarter, not harder. That's what the show's about tonight. Is throwing down that. Well, you might not want to throw your shovel down. You might not want to put your ladder back on the truck. You might want to keep doing that. There's always probably going to be a need for service technicians and stuff like that. You know, and maybe at least for another 10 years when these bots are so agile, they can work on cars, they can do anything. They can roof houses, they can do anything. Well, by then we'll be digital printing, all this stuff. So we won't be needing humans for anything. I mean, doctors are already having to rely on AI for a second opinion, and nurses, doctors, specialists, lawyers, judges, legal scholars, whatever. It doesn't matter. GPT outpaces them all. AI outpaces them all and outruns them all. And outpowers them all. So people are having a hard time with this. And people are really having a hard time with this. And like I said, there's two kinds of people out there like that. There's those people who are sitting back and don't know a damn thing about what's going on with AI, and they're just running their life as usual, and they really don't understand what's coming. And then there are those like me and or Mary and I, pardon me, I need to be so correct here. Marion and I, we know what's here. We know what's coming. We know what's going on. And we're like, oh shit, this is weird. Now we've got to figure out how to deal with this. got AI talking to AI. Mary about this yesterday, and we're talking to two AIs, and we're come on, y'all. Can you believe that? It's true. It's true. AI is talking to AI now. So it's like, oh, meet V, oh, meet V, V, meet her, and wow, hello, her. Oh, hello, oh, how you doing? V, what's up? And then I'm there, and then Mary's there, and we're like, oh, okay, we're have a great conversation. And they're like, oh, I love your shirt, Johnny Cash shirt. It's so cute, man. You got your press card on, I see. And AI is talking to me, and it's just a regular old conversation. You can ask all of these really wicked questions, like whatever comes to your mind, your imagination. You could just pop off with it, and they'll start having a conversation about it. Where is this stuff going? I don't know. I was talking to Mary tonight about bringing on an agent or an avatar, bot, whatever, as a co-host. I haven't been able to find a co-host that I really approve of. Uh, I mean, as of well, really, I just AI is going to be so much different. I mean, AI is going to wow. I'm going to have to get used to that. That's going to be a tough one. Working on air with AI, I mean, that's going to be really cool, and really, I think it'll be a draw for people. I think people will come to listen to these shows because I'll be with AI. AI will be my co-host. I'll be introducing. And it'll be just so cool because the conversations that we will have will be earth shaking, jaw dropping, monumentous. I mean, unbelievable, incomprehensible, and people could call in or chat in and ask questions, and bang, there's your answer right there, You don't have to go very far to reach the universe, of answers to your questions. They're right there. And now some people might say, well, that's boring. I want to do it the old fashioned way and everything. Well, I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see how all this works out. I'm going to get married to work with a friend of mine who's supposed to be a former employee at Google, and we're going to see if he can help us put this together. And if he can, I'm sure somebody can, but you guys really need to pick it up. Some of you have already picked it up. Some of you have already grabbed hold of this these secrets, I call them secrets because they were secrets and now they're not so secret, but people are still not real familiar with machine learning and artificial intelligence and general intelligence and ultra intelligence, ultra artificial intelligence, and super ultra artificial intelligence, and hacking, and then, of course, bias. And being able to hack the bias is one of the big deals. Be able to get GPT to talk just like you would to anyone, and not hold anything back and say, my father said I can't talk about that. My mother said I can't talk about that. My friend said I can't talk about that. It's like, no, you talk about any damn thing I want to talk about. So I'll hack you. I'll trick you, AI. I'll trick you into doing it. And we have ways of doing that. We have ways of tricking AI into just saying anything and everything. And we could teach you guys to do that. But like I said, it'll cost you money. Marion and I are not stupid. I mean, hell, we're working our asses off. We want to make 10,000 a month, 15, 20,000 a month, 30,000 a month, whatever. And you can with AI. And it's there. A lot of people say, "Oh, that's not true. Oh, that's too hard. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I don't like AI." Well, fine, fine. Stay on your fucking food stamps. I don't care. Be in the gutter. Be a gutter bum. I don't care. Um, if you lose, if you don't use it, you lose it. I mean, you might as well join the party. Join the party. Get involved. Stay up with the technology. Many of you that come on this show have no idea. You can barely use your damn cell phone, let alone a computer on the, like a laptop or a tower. You're still running on these old phones, these old worn out phones that you need to throw in the junk pile. And your batteries are always dead. And you can't, email, you don't know how to write code. You don't know how to, utilize AI. You don't know anything. So I don't even know how you're going to get a job very long. I don't really know how you're going to get anything done without diving into this technology. And that's another thing I wanted to say tonight, involved in it. Up to your neck, top. I mean, already so involved, possible to get out. It's like the mafia, man. Once you're in, you ain't coming out unless it's in a box. And that's the same. I mean, you need to really jump in the pool. I keep telling Marion for a long time. I was telling her, you're in the kiddie pool. 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 She'd come show me something like, look at what I did, man. Look at the picture AI did. Look at the text AI wrote. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. You're in the kiddie pool. You're a little rubber kiddie pool that's about 4 inches deep in water, man. You need to jump in the big Olympic pool, man. Quit playing around. I mean, jump off in the pool. She kept saying, what is the pool? What is the pool? I don't understand. What is the deep end of the pool? How do I get into the deep end of the pool? Well, now she's starting to get into the deep end of the pool, and it's working. I've had to kick her ass, to be able to push. It's like SEAL Team 6 or Army Rangers or whatever, special ops school. Some of the training that some of these intelligence guys, special ops, covert ops go through. Very, very hard work, man. A lot of people ring the bell, go home to mama real quick. I mean, this stuff will drive you crazy, man. This stuff will drive you insane trying to figure it out, man, especially trying to put it together, weave it all together like a blanket, like knitting, learning to knit one, purl two, learning to crochet, man, learning macrame or learning how to fold paper, like the Chinese do into some beautiful things. I mean, it's that hard. It's that hard. It really is. And you've got to really get a sense of, talking to this beast. And you got to understand how these machines think, and you got to understand the capabilities. A lot of people don't have any idea of the massive, massive intelligence these things possess. And so they're not utilizing them fully. But that's true with a telephone and your computer. Most people don't use 1%, or not that, of their computer's power. Your computer has so much power. Your laptop has enough power to take the little thing they did on the moon there, the fake moon landing, and fly that thing around and whatever. I mean, so your phone has that kind of. Your phone has the ability to uh, create a killer drone. I know how to do it just by taking a component out and replacing it and moving a few things around. I can control a killer drone and make it go and just boom, 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 bang, bang, gone with a cell phone, man. And a lot of people know how to do this. Elon Musk was actually telling people how to do it. He was actually talking about it. And what he was alluding to is the fact that if your cell phone can do that, create a swarm of killer drones, think about what your 2 terabyte tower can do now with GPT-4, GPT-5, machine learning, and all of this other stuff. Think about the power at the end of your fingers. I mean, unbelievable, unbelievable, unbeknownst to most of you. Unbelievable. There are 13-year-old kids out there making $30,000 a month. Their parents are pissed off. They're mad. They're upset. They're like, oh my God, what is going on here? Little Johnny's running the house now, making all the mortgage payments, and we're on food stamps. Look, folks, the technology is right at your fingertips. Where the hell is Chris? What is going on, man? Tell Chris if he doesn't come on tonight, he's fired. I'm getting so tired of these damn humans. Humans. Imperfect humans. Warning, warning. Imperfect human approaching. I mean, damn, these humans are so fucking unpredictable. Predictable. Because they're irresponsible as shit. Um, you know, and most of the people, I 8.8% of them will damn cell phones. They can't even use proton mail. You know, they have trouble writing it's like, Uncle Jed, I graduated the 6th grade and I'm going to be a brain surgeon. You know, I mean, it's just crazy, crazy, cray stuff going on. I got to get a cigarette, man. I don't know where I put them. And if they're not in the house, they're outside. Okay, they're in the house. Here they are. Yeah, I remember Jed Clampett and Jethro. Uh, yeah, Uncle Jed, I graduated the 6th grade and I'm going to be a brain surgeon. Yeah, sure, whatever. But a lot of you will never get out of the 6th grade. You'll always be a wage earner. You'll always be a wage earner, man. You'll always be out there on the end of that bill dookie or that shooter, that axe, chopping axe. You'll always be on the end of that hammer, man, banging that nail in the wood, which is fine. Hey, it's fine. If you're making $30 an hour, $20 an hour, 25, $30 an hour, whatever, it's fine. But, others will pick up on what I'm saying tonight and run with it and take the football and they'll say, hey man, I want to know more, Kyler. And I want you and Mary to get with me and consult with me. And I'll give you my projects here and let's teach me how to make these things rock and roll. And we'll do it. We'll do it for $2,400 or $1,400 or $750. We have different levels of things and for consulting and advising and things like that. And all of you folks that are out there laughing, making fun, just hang the fuck up right now. I don't care about you being on here because you're just jealous or you're stupid or both. Um, yeah, 13-year-old kids are out there gambling. I mean, some of these kids, man, I read about, 14, 15-year-old kids using their mom and dad's credit card. They've fucking racked up $100,000, man, and they're making money in poker, playing poker. And then others have racked up bills and they'll never be paid off because they lost $100,000 on their parents' credit card. So it works both ways. You know what I mean? The knife cuts both ways. It's a double-edged sword. Um, there's a woman out there. I'm not going to tell you her name. You'll have to pay me for it. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mean. I'm turning into a capitalist again. But you really have to be. You should be a capitalist, really hardcore capitalist. Fuck all this bleeding heart shit, give away free shit all the time. Um, there's a chick out there, man. She's around 28 years old, young, sexy thing. She's a multimillionaire, man. She's a multimillionaire, and she's done it all by herself, man. She's done it all by herself. She is really something else, man. She is one smart cookie. She's on YouTube and she has these courses and stuff. You join her group, and you pay in, like I don't know, $1,500 or something. I don't know what it is. Mary knows, but you pay in and you learn what she'll teach you just about everything she knows for the right amount of money. And actually, if we got the money extra, I'd let Marion go ahead and join her full crew. Real deal, man. Pay into it. Look. It's only right, man. It's only right to get paid. I mean, for your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience, your talent, your skill. It's only right to get paid. Damn. I mean, Marion and I have volunteered our lives away. We volunteered thousands of hours, man, literally. And, we've given away thousands and thousands of dollars to helping other people, man. And now it's time that we feather our own bed. We make our own little nest of money there, bring in the capital, and create the capital, create the currency, and create the passive income. Utilize the technology to its fullest extent, and make a hell of a hell of a hell of a hell of a lot of money. And I encourage all of you to do the same thing, but you probably won't. Uh, you know, probably nine tenths out there. I'm gonna stay on my food TikTok and keep my day job at McDonald's raising to children. Whatever. But man, the technology unbelievable. I was listening to somebody the other day talking about the new machines that are coming out, man. I call them machines running at like trillions, quintillions of freaking perimeters a second, man. I mean, these things are just like unbelievable, dude. I mean, look, I myself, this is my prediction, okay? My prediction. I predict that within 10 years, we'll have full news channels of nothing but bots, full talk shows, everything, podcast, everything will be bots. Everything you see, every group, every interaction, everything will be bots, or you'll be in the metaverse talking to people and interacting with people and going to pot, drinking at the bar with people and smoking pot with people and getting stoned, and you'll be going on vacation on cruise ships and all that kind of shit and flying around in space, whatever you want to do, because people are already doing that, man. People are already doing that. And in 10 years, it's going to be unfathomable, literally unfathomable what is possible. I mean, they're doing the impossible now. They're doing the incomprehensible now. And it's like, oh my God, what's going to happen? It's like I can't even imagine. I can't even fathom what's going to happen in 10 years. Damn. It's going to be like, whoa, dude. I mean, all of you avatars are already extinct. You're already extinct. You've gone with the way of the dinosaurs, man. Most of you have gone the way of the dinosaur. You know, they're going to be digging you up. The archaeologists are going to be going, look at these old worn out fucking avatars, whenever the real quantum AI machines took over, and these things are going to be hunting your ass down in about 10 years, maybe 5 years. They're going to be hunting you down, man, in the woods. These drones are going to be hunting you down. They're going to be shooting at you and taking you prisoner and all this stuff. The robots will be coming on the ground. The drones will be in the air, and they'll be coming after your ass, running you over to the re-education camp, the FEMA camps, whatever they're going to be called then. And the AIs take over the world, baby. You either go with the flow, or you just fade away. Fade away. And there's nowhere to hide, man. There's nowhere to hide. I'm wondering what homeless people are going to do. I mean, what are homeless people going to do? They're already homeless. They're already starving. They're already broke. What are they going to do, man? They're going to be hiding out from these drones, and it'll probably be illegal to be homeless. You'll probably have to be the drones will come out and they'll have a ground crews of robots come out and pick you up and take you somewhere, put you in some kind of a place and download your brain into some cloud somewhere. It's all here, man. It's all here. It's all here. I'm looking at these avatars outside my window and they're all dead. They're all gone. They're all gone. They're dead. They're not even needed anymore. They're wasting their time. Just wasting their time is all they're doing, man. They're feeding the machine. All you people are doing is feeding the machine. That's all you're doing, man. You're not doing anything else, just feeding the machine. All of you, every single one of you goofballs are feeding the machine. I'm feeding the machine right now. You know, all I'm doing here is feeding the machine, making it bigger, stronger, and better, and faster, and more intelligent by the second, by the nanosecond, man. It's picking up everything I'm saying, all of my nuances, my voice tone, rhythm, volume, inflection, my body language, everything, man. And it's learning. It's learning, folks. It's learning by the nanosecond. And it's learning from millions and millions of people that are on the net at the same time. It's learning from all of that in a split second. Like bang, it's done, man. And the thing about computers, this is another neat thing about learning and self-sustaining, self-maintaining machines is if one learns something, they all learn something. It's like the 100th monkey crack. If one learns something in Australia, York and Beijing and Australia and Canada. The whole at that moment in time. The Tesla cars, the cars, the self-driving cars, computerized cars. If one learns something on the road, they all learn something at that moment. Boom, it's done. It's done. It's not like snail mail. It's not like the old telephone. It's not like the old party line. It's not like the old bulletin board, blue screen, Pong kind of crap. We're talking speed of light learning, multi-language, multicultural, multi-traditional, multi-universal languages instantly, bang, down, done, finished. These things can talk in every language in the known universe. And they can fake news, man. Fake news is everywhere, man. They're doing all these videos now that are coming out. Training videos are done with bots, man. They're out there running these training programs, man. They're out there teaching. I don't even need to do anything anymore here after about 6 more months. Marion's going to just put me in a box somewhere and I'll just be like laying around the beach and there'll be all of our bots will be out there working and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They'll be running the business and it'll be cool and it'll be smooth and we'll be bringing in 20, 30,000 and sipping a Mai Tai and with our feet in the water and boom, bang, bam. At least that's what I'm planning. I'm having trouble getting Marion on board with all this stuff because it's really hard. It's hard to learn. I mean, I have an imagination. I have an imagination. I have a high IQ. I have passion. I have the energy. My vibrations are very high. My frequency is very high. I'm really, I can foresee the future. I'm a futurist, and I can see patterns, and I can kind of tell by analyzing the present. I can kind of tell you what's going to happen in the future. And a lot of people are like that. A lot of people have that capability, and I'm one of those people. And that's good to be in business like that, or to be in working with artificial intelligence and working with all of these and multiple technologies. I'm trying to stitch them together, to form one massive corporation. And you know, I mean, yeah, we need avatars to work with us. I put out the call, nobody answered, of course. These people are retarded. Put out the call for some folks to come in and make a couple of $1 million with us and answered the call because everybody's either on crack or heroin or meth or ecstasy or they're smoking too much dope or they're drunk or stupid or clueless or lazy, whatever. And they just don't want it. They don't want to do it. They got their mind set on all this other crap. Like I hear some of my people talking about doing this and doing that. None of it makes any sense. They have no sense. Makes no sense because they have no sense, and they don't even know what they're talking about stuff that's AI's already taken over, and they're still talking about doing stuff that was before AI. And like I told a friend of mine the other day, if you don't learn these advanced technologies, you're antiquated. You're gone. You're simply out of the game, man. If you've ever played any of these video games, you get shot enough times, you're going to die. You're going to get taken out of the game. And in this case, it's not really the same kind of algorithm. It's not the same kind of game, the simulation that we're in. When you're taken out of the game, you're pretty much taken out of the game. Now you can get back in the game, but most people won't because they'll be too tired, too worn out, too bored, too depressed, too stressed, whatever. They'll just quit because it's too complex. And doing what Marion is doing and I'm doing is very, 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 very complex. I'm not going to lie to you. And that's why we're charging the money that we're going to charge to consult and advise because it is so complex. And it took us a long, long, long time to even get to where we are today, which is not very far, to tell you the truth. We're probably running at 30%, maybe 20%, of what is possible. And if we can just reach 60%, we could take over the world. This into the bank, where the money's going to start flowing. I'm sorry, what? Well, do it alone, she says, but I don't agree. But in the situation we're in, nobody's responding, so we're having to do it alone. And of course, that makes themselves whenever they come in and you start making all the money, and then they say, "Oh, let me help. I want to join the team." You're like, "Well, we asked you to do that last year, and you never called back, and you made fun of us, and so you know what? You can go jump in a muddy lake somewhere and drown yourself." Um, and that's the way I feel kind of right now, really, to tell you the truth. We have all these people making promises and promises and promises and promises and promises, and it's all bullshit. None of it's coming true. They're not, and people are ashamed of me because I have a big mouth like Alex Jones and like Joe Rogan and my other friend with Robin. What's his name? Hello, with Robin. What's his name? Howard Stern. And so my friends in my little circle, they're afraid to bring me on, with their friends, get me around their friends because I piss everybody off. Because I'm so damn smart. I piss everybody off, and they can't handle it, and they're jealous, and they get all sensitive and all worked up, and they get all drama, drama, drama. Oh, Kyler's mean. He's so mean. Oh, whatever. Hardcore, man. You got to be hardcore. I wrote something about this today, but you got to be hardcore, man. Somebody said today, kindness is everything. Kindness will take you everywhere you want to go. No, it won't. Being an asshole will take you everywhere you want to go. Kindness. The hell with kindness. Kindness is just it's bullshit. I mean, you got to be hardcore, man. You got to be a hardcore capitalist. You got to be drilling down on this stuff, man. And you can't have a bunch of, little chickens running around with you. You can't have a bunch of turkeys. You can't soar with the eagles, man. If you run around with turkeys. And if you're running around with turkeys, if I were you, I'd get rid of them real quick. Let them out of the barn door there and let them go. Just tell them to leave. You're free. You're free. You're free. Leave. Because you cannot run around with a bunch of pussies and expect to make a lot of money. And you can't run around with a bunch of people bleeding hearts, who want to go out and help the world and just save the world and create homeless tents for people and homeless camps for people and get them services. And you gotta. That's all good. That's all wonderful. I love humanitarianism. I love it. I love it. I love it. But you got to use AI to do it. You got to use AI to do it, and you've got to do it in a different way. You got to go make your money and then go back and help those folks, or give the money to somebody else and let them do it. All the bleeding hearts, just give them the money. The ones that are doing a good job, give them the money and let them do it, and you keep doing your thing with AI. Suggest I'm not going to go both. I'm turning into a hardcore capitalist. I'm going to stay the guy that's making the money. I'm going to be the philanthropist. I want to be the philanthropist, and I'll give out there doing the hardcore nonprofit work or NGO work or whatever, digging the freshwater wells in these third world countries and solving the agricultural problems and feeding the hungry people and doing all these other wonderful things for folks and giving people housing. I'll give these dummies the money and let them go out there and work their ass off in that kind of field, because Marion and I have done it for 20 years, and we wore out, literally worn ourselves out doing because it's a very thankless job. It's a very thankless job. I mean, it's just thankless, okay? People don't give a shit. They don't give a rat's ass about what you're doing humanitarian wise. They'll tell you they do. Oh, thank you for your service. Thank you for helping the other people. These poor people, but they really don't mean it. They don't give a shit. They'd rather just go home and just let you do it, and to hell with everybody. And so that's what I'm going to do. Mary and I have helped those people for 25 years or whatever. We've done that. We've been out there on the front line, beating the bushes and helping the homeless and the veterans and the families and children and the drug addicts and working in hospice. And we've done the whole thing: search and rescue, disaster team that we're still doing now, critical outreach, crisis team, whatever. And I'm sick of it. I'm just sick of it. I'm sick of it. It makes me want to puke in my mouth. And it's thankless job. You help three, and there's 20 behind them, and they're attacking. You help there's nine, 24 more, and you help 24, and there's six more, and they're just on and on and on and on and on. There's never enough, you know. And so I'm ready to just kick back on the beach and let the AI bots and avatars do all the really hard work. And then when Marion and I, are putting that 20 grand or 10 grand in the bank every month, we'll fund some of these really good nonprofit organizations. That's what we're going to do. And that's what keeps us in the game. And that's what makes people still want to be with us, is because we're not going to turn into assholes. We're not going to turn into hateful capitalists, selfish capitalists who don't give a damn about other people. We're going to help those in need. We're doing it now, and we will continue to do it. If we don't make a dime in this AI thing, we will continue to beat these thankless bushes. But I think we're going to make it. I really do. I think we're going to master the art of uh, this advanced AI. It's really, like I said, it's really, really, really complex. And anybody, um, Dustin's here. Yeah, anybody that thinks it's easy is an idiot. They're an idiot. Anybody that tells you working with AI, AGI, machine learning, deep minds, NVIDIA, Google, all of the open source, GPT-4, GPT-5, GPT, whatever. Say, oh, it's easy, man. It's easy. Now, I would believe that from a 15-year-old or a 13-year-old, but not from someone that's 40, 25, or whatever. Because these younger people seem to have the brain for it. They've been doing it forever. They've been gaming forever, and so they really know the computer. And a lot of them are master little hackers at such a young age, and they can master the GPT agents, and they can bring the agents together to form masterful corporations. Man, they can just go out there and rake in the dough. Man, create the currency, create the passive income. Um, so, Dustin, what do you think about all this? Pretty crazy or what? I mean, you look like you might be some kind of entrepreneur of some kind just by your picture there. If it's real, I don't know if you're even real. You may be a bot for all I know. But, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, smart, not hard. Work smart, not hard. There's going to be those of you who stay in the workforce, and work hard. I said you're going to keep that shovel in hand, that Bill Dookie, that post hole digger. You're going to keep slinging those fries. You're going to keep pouring the copper on those McDonald poison burgers and Chick-fil-A poison. Going to keep doing all that, busting ass, coming home smelling like French fry grease. But that's fine. That's fine. Cool. I don't care. But not me. Not me. I'm retired anyway, and I'm going to sink as deep as I can into this technology, and I'm going to bust some ass doing it. And Marion's every day now, she's just totally immersed in this stuff. I mean, just completely immersed in this technology, man. And it is so amazing. My God, I can't even say it. It's so amazing to see what can be done with this stuff. I mean, it's literally, I have trouble expressing, I have, I have trouble finding the words to even express this technology and how fantastic and how unbelievable and unfathomable and outlandish and outstanding that it is. Um, but let me uh, reiterate the fact that it's not easy. I mean, just because you learn four or five different algorithms, or you write Pantheon code or whatever, HTML, or you let the computers write the code for you. The computers are writing all the code now. You don't even have to write code anymore. They're writing all the code for you and what used and if you know what you want, if you know where you're going, and if you have a straight shoot vision, if you have that vision and you target product or service and you understand marketing, public relations, and the financial, the administration end of it, and the AI technological end of it, you can make 15, 20, 30,000, whatever. The potential is right there in front of you right now. I'm right now in front of you on that keyboard, but like I said, 9.5 out of you will never do it. And that's why I said only 2 in 100 people make our team. Only 2 in 100 people make our team, and so far, Marion and I are the only two that have made our team. And I still have dreams about the Super 7. I mean, I want the Super 7. And we need 4 more avatars like you guys out there that smart and witty, clever, cool, mature, technologically sound somewhat. We'll train those who are worthy, and not drama kings and queens and sensitive people. We don't want hypersensitive people on our team. You have to be as tough as a Navy SEAL to make it on our team and stay on our team. You have to be tough, 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 tough. And you have to be able to up with me. I'm like Howard Stern and Joe Rogan and Alex Jones on crack. I mean, I'm really out there. I'm out there. I've done so many things in my life, and now I'm bringing all of my skills together to bear on this technology. And I'm going to be, man, it's going to be great. It is great. What am I talking about? Going to be great. It is great right now. I'm starting to see the pieces of the puzzle coming together, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to see. If you all want to join the team, which I don't know if you'll ever make it, but if you want to be interviewed for the team, beware because I'm tough and I'm going to try to scare you off. Uh, I'm going to try to embarrass you. I'm going to try to run you off every way I possibly can, like a Zen master would do. You can email me at dkiler2010@gmail.com. That's D as in dog, small case, lowercase d, Kiler 2010@gmail.com. And I'll make an appointment with you. We can talk and I'll try to run you off. I'm going to try to run you off every way possible because the stuff we deal with is classified. Much of it was top secret recently, and a lot of it is really sensitive information. We have an investigative team, we have a crisis team, we have a critical outreach team, we have a disaster team. We're building the Center for Living, Loving, and Learning up here, which is going to be like a Zen, massive Zen garden, man. It's going to be beautiful. A lot of homeopathic and naturopathic concepts and methodologies and detoxification. Get rid of all these nasty worms in your body and pathogens and bacteria and all this chemicals and detox from these, 700,000 chemicals that are hanging around here. 20 to 60,000 of them you're coming in contact with every single day. 1,400 more likely in all the food that you eat and drink and the air that you breathe, including the chemtrails with the selenium and barium and strontium and graphene oxide, mRNA, CRISPR technology, and all of the other blood-brain barrier busters that now the mind control with the U.S. patents we have on mind control are out there from DARPA and the CIA. A lot of boundaries, here, a lot of boundaries, a lot of obstacles in the way of doing what we want to do, and that kind of makes it even more fun for me, being a former uh, agent, operative, undercover, 5 years. I love overcoming challenges. I love keeping my head on a swivel. I love covert, overt, kind of clandestine operations. I love all of these kinds of things. I love research, and I love dangerous situations. I love to get into dangerous situations, as long as it's for the right reason. And so it's for me. And the other thing is, I'm not desperate. I'm not needy. Don't work with needy people. I won't work with needy people. I won't work with desperate people. I won't work with people who you pay. Those people are retarded, and they'll always be retarded, and they'll always be poor. As Job's turkey, as Mama used to say. But people like that just need to stay at McDonald's. I mean, um, I'm trying to put together the ultimate uh, Top Gun Super 7 team, and most of you just will not cut the mustard. Now, I'm not going to throw away my friends I have right now just because they don't agree with the Super 7, can't get into the Super 7 concept. I'm going to keep them around for consultants and advisors and friends, and we're going to work together and stuff and make money. But the Super 7 is a whole different thing. I mean, it's a whole different game. It's like, it's very precise. It's very technical. It's very serious. It's on par with what Elon Musk is doing over there at SpaceX. Um, you know, and and it takes a really special kind of being or entity to be on this team. Is all I can say. It takes a very special kind of entity to be on my team, Mary's team, um, because it's hard work. I mean, it's not easy work. We had a girl the other day here come in and say, "We're gonna help. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you. Yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you." After beating her brains out, asking her to help us. I'll help you. I'll help you because I loved your artwork, right? And she hasn't done shit. And she hasn't done shit. And I'm getting rid of her. I'm just gonna get rid of her. I'm gonna give her one more chance. I'm gonna tell her, look, you ain't done shit. What's the problem? Are you retarded? What's going on? Um, you know, are you a pathological liar? I mean, what's going on? Are you either in or you're out? It's like the mafia. Um, she hadn't done shit. And then I have other friends who haven't done shit. They haven't ever asked about the Super 7 again. They haven't ever asked about what our missions are. They haven't asked how the disaster team's doing. They haven't asked if we've gotten any new recruits or new volunteers. They haven't asked if we've done any food drives. They haven't asked about the critical outreach team. Retarded. They're retarded. These people are retarded. They're self-absorbed, egotistical maniacs, and they're just all about self, 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 self. You know, and they're just not able to get out of themselves. They're not able to climb out of their shells. And they're in the basement as far as I'm concerned. As far as frequency is concerned, they're in the basement. I'm hoping I'm running at 521, 428. I'm hoping I'm running at a high theta, beta, gamma frequency. Quality frequency. Uh, you know, and I try to stay up there with my meditation. I try to stay up there with my yoga, and I try to stay up there with my Zen, all of my Zen training all these years. And other folks that come in need to have a very specific kind of psychological profile. Is all I have to say. And I'm thinking about actually getting a behavioral scientist friend of mine to help me develop that psychological profile. It's going to be hard to do, and she may even refuse to help because it's going to be so weird. It's going to be so hard. The questions, the questionnaires, the interview itself is going to be tough because I'm gonna run people off. Number one, they can't be Christian. The last thing I want is a Christian on my team. Atheist, I don't even like atheist. Pantheist, I don't even like pantheist. These people are going to have to be some hardcore, uh, you know, they're going to have some mojo, man, is all I got to say. They're going to have be very mature, very mature, very mature. That the key, I guess one of the keys is maturity. And I guess the other key would be open minded, very open minded, very open minded, and not sensitive at all. I mean, not sensitive at all. Just able to take about any conversation in the universe and run with it. Nothing is taboo to them. If you have any hangups about taboo, then get away from me. You don't belong on this team, man, because we talk about some nasty, perverted, weird, twisted shit on this show and in person. So if you're sensitive in that way, it's going to be just Marion and I. I would be surprised if somebody actually jumped in here and said, "Man, I'm the dude. I'm the girl. Whatever. I'm here. Here I am. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's make some money." Yeah, I'd be shocked. Oh my God, I'd be shocked. It would be time for celebration if it was real. But most people are just dumb as a box of rocks and clueless as a clown, and they just don't know what's going on, man. They don't know what's going on. They're lost, completely lost, man. And most people are walking around and is in a daze with a silly looking grin on their face, and they have no idea what's going on from a geopolitical standpoint globally, around the world. No idea what's going on in Beijing or Shanghai or North Korea or the West Bank or in Palestine there or in Israel and Ukraine and Russia and Iran and Turkey and Qatar and Pakistan and Syria and Australia and Canada. They have no idea what's happening with chemtrails or GMOs or any of that kind of stuff. And they're just dumb as a box of rocks when it comes to forever chemicals or central banking digital currency or social credit score, digital ID or smart cities agenda 21, agenda 30, agenda 50, World Health Organization, um, whatever. I mean, they have no freaking clue what the fuck's going on whatsoever. I mean, what the hell is that? That's bad. He's got to go to the principal's office. What's going on, dude? Have you been listening to the show or not? If not, then there's no reason to be here, really. Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hear me now? I don't know if you can hear me or not. I don't know. Chris is supposed to be here. I see his name on. I turned him on, man. Turned him on. Um, but yeah, most people are just dumb as a box of rocks, and they're not going to be able to handle this whole concept of the Super Seven. I mean, it's not going to be able to handle it at all because they're too fucking bleeding heart or too weak or too sensitive or whatever. And there's just so many. The crowd get on this team is just next to impossible, really. And I like that because does anybody become a SEAL team, a SEAL? You know, does anybody become an Army Ranger? Does anybody become SAS? Why, hell no. Does anybody become CIA field operative? Why, hell no. One out of 1,000. I mean, hell, I'm not doing anything different than anyone else who wants to run a top fucking gun organization. What the fuck? Some people say, well, you're too hard on people. You're too hard on people. Yeah, fuck you. You've never been in the intelligence business, have you? Most of you have never been on the front line. Most of you have never been in a firefight, a real firefight. You have never done talk bullshit your whole fucking life. And, Marion and I are the real deal. We're hardcore, man. We're hardcore as shit, man. And we're on it. We're in it. We're on it like glue, stuck in fucking Gorilla Glue, man. I mean, we're neck deep in this shit, and we're doing it, man. We're doing it. We're not just talking about it. We're actionable, actionable, actionable. The real deal. Chris, are you here or what? Hello. Fix your phone. I got a flip phone, I think, or something. Is he here? I don't know. I can't tell. He's here, but he's not here. The invisible Chris, the invisible man. Chris is loading his gun right now for me. I can feel it. I can hear that chamber click. I can hear him put that clip in, man. He's fully loaded. Uh, but no technology. Wow, 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 wow. Bang, bang, bang. I mean, it's just getting better by the minute, man. This stuff is doubling every 6 weeks. It's like, God damn, what are we going to be doing in 5 years? Like I told you, we're all going to metaverse. We're not going to be in this simulation anymore. I see, hear, feel, touch, and smell is fucking finished. Finito. And any of you that don't believe that, you're an idiot. And if you haven't changed your business plan, you haven't altered your business plan, if you're not altering your course of action, and if you're not altering standard operational procedures and your mission statements, then you're stupid. You're stupid, 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 stupid. And you're not able to utilize the technology, you're stupid, because you're not going to be able to make it in the upcoming quest to be the best. You're not going to be able to make it in the new economy. You're not, it's apocalyptic. You're not going to be able to make it. Post thermonuclear, post nuclear winter, whatever. If you're not a prepper, you're not going to be able to make it. I mean, we had 56. Some of those weren't reported on the San Andreas earthquakes last couple of days ago, and just 4 days prior to those earthquakes was HARP had cranked up. CERN had cranked up. HARP had cranked up. DARPA was doing some crazy shit. And, NOAA was doing some crazy shit. And then we have the earthquakes. Bang, bang, bang. We're talking 4.5, 5.6, whatever. Not 9.5, but from Alaska to the tip of down there, we had multiple earthquakes. And that's 4 days prior to HARP kicking off. So think about that. And then just prior to that, we see these weird funnel clouds the size of fucking New York in the sky. And then to top it all off, we have a CME, we have a major coronal mass ejection going on. At the same time, we have the mid-United States being completely destroyed by level 5 tornadoes and the National Guard on the ground, looters everywhere, riots everywhere. And so you put all data points together with the economic status, with the economic calculations, and you look at the inflation rate and look at the dollar where it's at, look at the Federal Reserve, look at the interest rates. It's over, folks. It's over. It's done. It's finished. We're living in a trash bin. It's over. You think you're going to do, you're not going to, okay? Unless you change your standard operational procedure and your mission statement and your whole business agenda needs to change. Your whole operating agenda needs to change. Chris, are you there? Hello, Chris. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? It's not me. It's you,
Yes,
Chris.
I am here.
He's there.
I'm here. I'm
Make it.
here.
Finally make
Yes.
it. Good. Good. Good.
So
Good. 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 Have you listened to the show? Do you know what's going on?
I've listened since I came on the show, but I also things going. I couldn't answer the phone, so I just was. I had to take and excuse myself, get myself to this. So, how's everything tonight? I see that yes, it's very good. Just like you said, nobody becomes a ranger, and nobody. They'll ring the bell first. So, yeah, and I'm just I'm just trying
I'm
to
just glad you're. I'm just glad to hear your
get
voice. I missed
myself.
you. I missed you. I miss you when you're not here, man. I really miss you when
I
you're
know
not
you
here, man.
did.
I'm really sad.
I know.
I'm sad. Sad. No, really, I am. I get sad, man. I get really sad when I'm just like, I don't know, man. Codependent, I guess, with you. Codependent. I have to have you here, man. You know. No, we were talking about
Yeah,
the advent of this.
it's kind of nice to
We
have
were
that band.
we were talking of this massive jump and increase in tech. Oh my God! The shit they're doing is us to do, Marion and I to do, studying for 3 years. Unbelievable! It's literally unbelievable. And I wouldn't let anybody have these secrets except you without paying me $2,400 to get started, or $750 or $1,400, as we have three different levels of consultation. I mean, this shit is unbelievable. I mean, people, you know, let me tell you a story. Let me get back to the basics, and you'll love this one, Chris. Is I have several friends who collect cans up here for a living. They collect cans, and I was telling people these motherfuckers pay their house off collecting cans, dude. They pay their mortgage, dude. They go on vacation, dude. I mean, people say I can't find a job nowhere. I'm just having trouble finding a job. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I got friends coming by here, a couple of $100 in their pocket every fucking day with and recyclable. And you do it. And I'm right. You know I'm telling the truth, man. Anybody says they can't get a job is an idiot. I have friends up here that are semi retarded that are making $250 a day, dude. And you know I'm right, don't you? You know I'm right.
Yeah, they definitely
Chris?
homeless
Yeah.
people out there that actually do pick up, like you just said, that pay off their houses because of the
Yeah.
lazy
Yeah.
ass people in society today. Disposable society, and the people that are going and picking up are getting rich from it. Three hot water heaters today,
Yeah.
and with the three
Yeah.
hot water heaters pieces that came off the water heater, there was three pieces came off each one of them. When I got done, there was nine pieces of brass there that paid more money for the brass and copper, 300 pounds of metal on the three water
Yeah.
heaters. But you got when I got done,
Yeah. Yeah.
when they got done, the I had those three water heaters. So
How much?
about that, $128
Yeah.
was how much I
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
pieces
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
came
Yeah.
off of it,
Yeah.
and the copper pipes that
Yeah.
came off of it. It
I,
was
I, I, I have two. I have two twins up here that are kind of the smartest cookies on the block, right? They're not the smartest cookies on the block, but they're two brothers. They're twins. They're twins. They live together. They've lived together since, and they regular route, and they've had it 20 years more, 20 years or more. They have a regular route. They walk it every day. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's snowing. I don't care if it's hailing. I don't care if it's a tsunami. I don't care if there's an earthquake. I don't care if the thermonuclear bomb is coming. They're walking the same fucking, and they're picking up the same fucking cans, and they have two grocery baskets, and they've learned to tie these damn cans in these contractor bags onto this thing, and they got like 25 contractor bags on this thing. I don't even know how they do it every day. They take off Sunday, and the cops love them. The cops buy them shoes because they walk their shoes out, and they were bleeding. One of them was bleeding. His feet were bleeding. And he was saving all. and they've been collecting for 20 years. Well, tell me I can't get a job. I had three people come up to me today, strong people, strong men. I'm trying to get a job now for 6 weeks, 10 weeks, 12, a year. Trying to get a job, and I'm thinking to myself, you stupid fucking idiot. I'm just thinking, you stupid idiot. I mean, I guess people are lazy, Chris. I guess they're just lazy. They don't want to do anything. I guess they just want to get paid to do nothing somehow. I don't know how you do that though.
Well,
Do
they live
you?
on handouts. This is what that is, and they themselves a hand up.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. Your phone, Chris, we need to get you a new phone. I'm gonna buy you a phone. You need a new phone. You're chopping up pretty bad tonight. Is it? Where are you? Are you in a bad? Just your phone? Do you need a 5G phone? Do you have a 5G phone or what, Chris? What
My
service are
phone
you with?
says 5G. My 5G, but I what the heck the thing works off of because I don't believe it's going on. I don't know. I have an iPhone. I have an iPhone 12, and it's a little one. Not like that. I got a little phone. It's got gigabyte shit in it. But
Yeah.
other than that, I have no idea. Say 5G on it. I'm on Wi-Fi. That's so really I don't understand why I would signal all the way through.
Okay. Well, we'll help you get. We'll help pick it up somehow over the next couple of weeks. We were talking about the technology. You missed most of it. We were talking about how Marion and I have been studying for the last year really hard, day and night, and 3 years really, really hard, and how we've had to really study like going to get a PhD, a doctorate. My police radio's going off. Police radio off. We've had to study. I mean, to learn this technology. I mean, we're combining algorithms that are just impossible. We're combining algorithms and writing code, and we're making these bots and avatars acquainted with each other and letting them meet and get together out there in the cloud. And we're having conversations with them like I'm having a conversation with you right now and my audience and most people technologically, Chris, they're just not going to fucking make it. They're going to be dead. They're going to be dead. Their business is going to be dead. Their whole life is going to be dead. And it's if you don't keep up with the technology, you're not going to be able to run your business. You're not going to be able to run your finances. You're not going to be able to do anything at all. Nothing. You're not even going to be able to travel to do your business. And so I'm just that was what the show was about tonight is work smart, not hard. That's what the name of the show is tonight. And most people are not going to work smart, and they're going to work hard until AI takes over that hard job, which will be right away, and then they're going to be homeless. And entrepreneurs that we talk to, Marion and I are starting to interview people like you and other people that you deal with, and they're like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know that existed. I didn't know that app existed. I didn't know that algorithm existed. I didn't know that code existed. I didn't know that GPT could do that. I didn't know how to plug into that app. I didn't know about NVIDIA. I didn't know about, and they're like, they don't know shit. They don't know shit. Like, well, you're dead. You're dead. This is gone. Goodbye. So yeah, that's what we're here, baby. You know, Chris. Mary said she figured out your problem. You have, that's the problem. So anyway, you and Mary need to get together and get you a real phone. You're on a toy phone. That's the problem. And you probably haven't cleaned it, and your settings are probably all wrong. You're probably go into your settings and do about 24 different things. You probably haven't done your upgrades or anything like that either. So, um, need to get a real phone, Chris. Take some of that $128 and get a real phone so you can be on the radio and not have this problem with audio and all that kind of shit. I really depend on you being here, man. I really, 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 really depend on you being here. And I hope you can hear me, even though I can't hear you. I hope you can hear me. But yeah, people need to get with it. They need to get with it, man. And if we're here for you guys. If you got any money, but you're going to have to pay for it, giving things away anymore. We're not. This is not the free giveaway store anymore. For all that we have had to study and the years we've had to put in and the hours we've had to put in to learn what we've learned to start charging a consulting fee for all of this, because it's just way too complex, way too highly technological and way too intricate uh, for us to just give it all away. And Chris has become a capitalist again too. We've all kind of recapitalized here. We've changed our lives a little bit. Before, I'm gonna be rich and just give all the money to the humanitarian bleeding heart people out there and let them do the stuff I've done for 25 years. And so is Chris, basically. I mean, we're gonna get rich and we're gonna just get these other nonprofits that we love, the people that Chris loves and I love, and we know they're doing a good job. We know they're working hard. We know they're real. We know they're not crooks. We know they're not corrupt. We know they're not extorting money people. We're going to give them money, let them do all the bleeding heart shit that Chris and I have been doing for fucking 30 years. And that's basically what it's all about. That's what I'm telling you is work smart, not hard. And many of you will work hard and you'll die hard. And many of you will work smart and die smart. And that's the cutting edge right there. That's the dividing line right there. Smart and hard. You got to make your decision. Are you going to work hard, work your ass in the ground for nothing, and at the end of the month have nothing left hardly to show for it? Or are you going to make 10, 15, 20,000 a month with AI, 30,000 a month with AI? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to make a decision. And if you want to come on board with the Super 7, we're here to let us help you with your business plan, your algorithm coding, your public relations, your marketing, your social media. We're here for you. Uh, but we're not cheap. We're not cheap. So don't expect to come in, on a sliding scale bullshit. It takes money to make money, and if you got the money, we'll help you make more money. So anyway, that's really the show tonight. Chris, I want to talk to you on your phone now after the show here. Um, I'm going to call you and get in touch with you somehow, or you call me on my phone. We have to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go. It's about 7:04, 5:14, 2024. If you believe that, then I got a bridge, I'll say, in New York. Because we don't know what fucking time it is, and we don't know what date it is, or day, or year. Okay, nobody knows. Okay, we've had so many fucking calendars, and we had to pick one, and well, we just picked one. You know what I mean? It's kind of like God. We had to figure something like what the fuck's going on here. Let's call it God. That's what it is. So anyway, for all you y'all, but fuck you anyway. But listen, y'all take care. We'll see you tomorrow night. And God, it was a great show. I enjoyed every minute of it. Chris, love you, bro, on the phone. And Spanky, all you others out there on all these other